Imagine it is 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. Rain is pouring down on the city streets, drumming relentlessly against the windows of a small, dimly lit diner. Inside, the air smells of old coffee and frying bacon. It is a quiet sanctuary for the sleepless. Sitting at the counter is a man named David. He looks defeated. His tie is loosened, his hair is messy, and his eyes are red. He has just lost everything. Yesterday, his company filed for bankruptcy. Today, his wife told him she needs space. David feels like his entire world has been thrown into a pot of boiling water. He is drowning in stress, fear, and hopelessness. Behind the counter stands Sam, an old cook with a thick white beard and eyes that seem to have seen 1,000 storms. Sam wipes a glass with a rag, watching David in silence. He doesn't ask, "What's wrong?" He knows that look. He has seen it on 100 faces before. Instead of pouring David a drink, Sam turns to the stove. He fills 3 steel pots with water and places them on the high heat. David looks up, confused. "What are you doing?" he asks, his voice cracking. Sam doesn't answer. He just waits until the water in all 3 pots is rolling and boiling furiously. Into the first pot, he drops a raw, hard carrot. Into the second pot, he places a fragile egg. Into the third pot, he pours a scoop of ground coffee beans. He lets them sit there, boiling in the intense heat, for 20 minutes. The sound of the bubbling water fills the silent room. Finally, Sam turns off the heat. He fishes out the carrot and puts it on a plate. He takes out the egg and places it in a bowl. Then, he ladles the coffee into a mug. He slides all 3 in front of David and asks a simple question. "Tell me, son, what do you see?" David sighs, tired and impatient. "I see a carrot, an egg, and coffee. What is the point? I'm not hungry." Sam smiles gently. "Look closer," he says. "Touch the carrot." David reaches out and pokes the carrot. It was once hard, strong, and tough. You could break a window with it. But now, after facing the boiling water, it has become soft, mushy, and weak. It falls apart at the touch of a fork. "Now," Sam says, "look at the egg." David picks up the egg. Before the boiling water, it was fragile. Its thin shell was the only thing protecting its liquid interior. If you dropped it, it would have splattered. But now, after sitting in the heat, the inside has become hard. It looks the same on the outside, but inside it is tough, rubbery, and unyielding. And finally, Sam says, pushing the mug forward, "Take a sip of the coffee." David lifts the mug. The rich aroma hits his nose immediately. He takes a sip, and the warmth spreads through his chest, waking up his tired senses. "Here is the lesson," Sam says, his voice low and steady like the rain outside. "The boiling water is your life right now. It is the adversity. It is the pain. It is the bankruptcy and the heartbreak. The water was exactly the same for all 3 things. But their reaction was completely different. The carrot went in strong, tough, and arrogant. But when faced with pain, it softened and became weak. It lost its strength. This is like the person who puts up a tough front, but when a crisis hits, they crumble. They lose their spirit and give up. The egg went in fragile and sensitive, but the heat changed it. It became hard. This is like the person who goes through trauma and becomes bitter. They look the same on the outside, but on the inside, they have shut down. Their heart becomes a stone. They stop trusting. They stop loving. They survive, but they lose their softness. Sam leans in closer, his eyes locking with David's. But the coffee bean is different. It didn't get weak like the carrot. It didn't get hard like the egg. Instead, it changed the water. When the water got hot, the coffee bean released its fragrance and flavor. It used the heat to create something new. It turned the very thing that was trying to destroy it into something wonderful. My friends, we are all sitting in that diner with David. Life will inevitably turn up the heat. The water will boil. You will face illness, loss, failure, and betrayal. You cannot stop the water from boiling. But you have a choice. Are you the carrot? Will you let the pressure crush you until you are weak and hopeless? Are you the egg? Will you let the pain harden your heart until you become bitter, angry, and cold? Or will you be the coffee bean? Will you look at your adversity and say, "This is not here to destroy me. This is here to awaken me"? Will you take your pain and transform it into wisdom? Will you take your failure and transform it into a lesson? Will you take your darkness and use it to help others find the light? The boiling water does not define you. Your reaction to it defines you. David sat there for a long time, holding the warm mug in his hands. The rain was still falling outside, but inside, the storm in his heart had calmed down. He took another sip. It tasted like hope. So, the next time you feel like you are in hot water, don't be a carrot. Don't be an egg. Be the coffee. And change the atmosphere around you.